Hello and welcome to another episode of Cheap Stuff on Amazon. Today I have to bring you the Mao Lab lens for your cell phone. They were kind enough to send me black and red, and I believe red is what I'll do the unboxing for. If we look over this box, you can see the front. It shows a picture of the lens attached to a red iPhone, which can be a rarity because I know they don't make the red iPhone anymore. If you look on the back, it gives you some images of the disassembly of the actual lens. It says for product specifications, and I'll zoom in for you. A lens type is wide angle and macro, and they're both attachable. The field of view for the wide angle is 120 degrees, and for the zoom, for the macro, it is 10x. Lens construction is 4 elements in 4 groups. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'm sure it's something that's important to people who are photographers. Multi-coating optical glass, aluminum alloy body, which is always good, and it has some ABS plastic. And it says it's compatible with 98% of smartphones. Now, I don't know where they come up with 98%, but I'm sure it's older cell phones that don't have the same type of camera lenses that they have today. Now, if you look on the bottom, on mine, it says that it's red. It comes with a storage box, a universal clip, wide-angle lens, and the macro lens, which attached together so that you can disassemble whenever you want to take a picture. Alright, well, here they are. Now, before we get to the unboxing, do me a favor. If you like the videos that we create here, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, click on that little bell so that you can see when new videos are released. Alright, well, let's get to unboxing. Okay, well, here we go with the 2 lenses. Red and black, and like I said, we're going to go with red. Go ahead and open up this package. At first I thought this was plastic, but it's actually cardboard, but it's well constructed. It looks nice. There we go. Go ahead and open inside. Ta-da! Kind of looks like a Beats type thing. Here's your container, the microfiber cloth for cleaning, and an instruction set. Basically tells you the pieces that it comes in, the breakdown of how to take it apart, installation and use, precautions, I guess don't drop it, don't put it in water, and keep the glass clean to get better optimization, and obviously in Chinese, so bilingual instructions. All right, go ahead and open this nifty little case that, by the way, it has a D-clip so that you can clip it onto your backpack or bag. Oh look, a little slot up here so you can put more things other than just the camera lens. I like how it has a foam cutout. I'm always a big fan of cases that have foam cutouts so that you can put them inside of there and they don't jostle around and get broken. Some other lenses I've done have had the jostling in there before. Here's the clip. Nice. There you go. Here's the dust cover for the back of the lens. Go ahead and install this onto the clip. Alright, let's go ahead and try to screw this on. Go ahead and tighten this. Now remember, as you tighten this one, because of the threads, as soon as it gets tight here, the thread keeps going to loosen for the macro lens. Which, there's your macro lens. And here is the wide angle lens. I like the way this looks. This looks nice. I like this anodized red look. It's a little bit hard to get used to this reverse thread, but there you go. It goes right back into the case, exactly the way you took it. Oop. Here's your lens cap. Put your lens cap back on, clip, put it back in the cutout foam. Zip the bag up, and you're ready to go. All right, let's go out and get some sample footage. The first thing I want to show you is my son holding the phone with the lens attached in landscape mode. You can see it attaches very well. It's not too intrusive. It looks nice. That anodized red looks really great. See how it's centered on the lens. It clips on. It doesn't seem like if you shook it really hard it would fall. It does have rubber pads on the insides. Here's portrait mode attached to my phone. The same. You could probably clip it hanging from the top, but you probably want to see over the edge as you're recording. My son doesn't look too enthused, but I think it looks good. It's not too overpowering. That's an advantage of this product. Here's wide angle, scrolling across a lawn. You can see how it looks dramatic. The edges look like they're stretched a little bit, but it looks really great. Here is iPhone native taking a picture or a video. You can tell it doesn't look as dramatic and it doesn't encompass as much in the shot. Something I don't recommend is me riding my bike, videoing with the wide angle lens. You can tell that the view is much wider because of the 110 degrees. It'll be much more evident when you see the second video. Here I am with just the iPhone on native without the lens attachment. You can tell it's not so wide. It doesn't look dramatic. It just looks like, it still looks good, but it doesn't look, doesn't have that oomph that you wanted. And that's the reason why you purchased this lens. Here's a macro shot of a dead bug on a tree with the macro lens. It's kind of gross, I know, but it kind of gets the point across that you can see inside. Blech. There's the bug. But you can get pretty close to it. The second shot is without, and I try to get a little bit closer, but it just blurs out. So I back up a little bit and you can see it in focus again. Not nearly as close. Still also dramatic, but just it's not that close for all that detail that you want to get when you use a macro lens. Here is some flowers. This looks great. I love the contrast. It's even moving quite a bit. You can see the pistils and stamens and everything of a flower. And then I noticed that there were some ants in the back. So I decided to get closer to them and be kind of like an Animal Planet video. Now look at that. You can see their legs, their antennas running around, doing whatever they're doing in that flower. Here it is with just a native lens. I can't really get that close. The whole point of a macro. Unfortunately, the ants are gone for the video, but you can tell that you can't get that close. It still looks good, but most of the shot is blurry because I'm trying to figure out where I can be, and I can't really get that close. Here is another flower. It's blowing in the wind, so I apologize for anyone who gets motion sickness. I try to stabilize it a little bit, but look at the detail. I think there's a bug on there too, on the backside. Looks like it. I love that you can see the texture. You can see all the little bits and pieces that are inside of there. Here's the shot without the macro. Still looks good. Can't see as much detail. The object's in the shot, so it doesn't give me as much vertigo to watch it, but still, I'm not getting that detail that I had before with the macro attachment. Well, there's it for our sample footage. I think the main takeaways we can take from this lens is its compact size. Unlike the last lens I did, it was very large, like an SLR size large, 52 millimeter. This one's much smaller, lighter. It has a case that has foam cutouts. The quality of the lens is good, and it looks good too. I mean, it's got to look good when it's attached to your camera if you're walking around taking pictures of people or places or things. Another takeaway that we can take from this is that it's got a D-clip. You can hang it off your backpack, and it's very easy to take around with you. I enjoyed this lens. This is probably one of the ones that I'll keep hanging off my backpack whenever I go out to on vacations or wherever else we may go. So, thank you for watching another episode of Cheap Stuff on Amazon. If you have any suggestions for what I should do next, make sure to comment below. A like would be good also. Until next time, have a good day.